Okay, let's just jump right in. So, you're an experienced runner. You've been putting in the miles, and you've got a half marathon circled on your calendar. But you know what? This time, it feels different. This time is all about absolutely smashing your personal record. So think of this as your roadmap, an intense 6-week quest to unlock the fastest 13.1 miles of your life.
Just look at that. That right there, that's the feeling we are chasing. It's that moment of pure strength, of flight, where everything just clicks. Your absolute best performance? It's not some kind of distant dream. It's a real, tangible goal, just waiting for you. And this plan, well, this is the key that's going to unlock it.
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? 6 weeks, that is a tight window. It's going to be intense, it's going to be super focused, and yeah, it demands some serious commitment. But you know what? For the right runner, it's the perfect amount of time to really sharpen the blade and unleash a massive breakthrough. So the only question left is, are you ready? All right, let's dive into Section 1, the challenge. Every great story, every quest, it starts with a call to adventure, and this is yours. Just so we're clear, this isn't some beginner's plan. This is a high-octane challenge built for dedicated runners who are ready to find out what they're truly capable of. So, who is this actually for? Let's be crystal clear. This is for you if you're an experienced runner with at least a solid year of consistent training and a few race bibs in your drawer. Your goal isn't just to finish, it's to chase down your absolute fastest time. This is for people who are ready to handle a higher volume of training and really level up. Every hero on a quest needs a map, and this right here, this is yours. We're about to lay out the entire structure of your week, every single week for the next 6 weeks. And this isn't just about putting in miles. It's a complete, holistic blueprint for building an elite-level running engine. And here we go. What I love about this blueprint is that every single day has a very specific, critical purpose. Look at Monday. That's for total rest. You're letting your central nervous system, basically your body's command center, recover. Tuesday and Thursday, those are your big days, your speed and stamina sessions. Wednesday is all about building a powerful, injury-proof body with strength work. And then the weekend is all about active recovery and building that deep, unshakable endurance. See? Every single piece fits perfectly into the puzzle. All right, let's get to the heart and soul of the training, the key running workouts. You can think of these as the trials you're going to face each week. This is where you really forge your speed and your mental grit. So let's break down the why behind each one of these crucial sessions. First up, we've got interval runs. Honestly, think of these as your secret weapon for developing raw speed. These are short, really sharp bursts of effort that wake up your fast-twitch muscle fibers. They push your cardiovascular system to its absolute limit, which forces it to adapt, and they're way more efficient. This is how you find that extra gear for a killer finishing kick. Next up, tempo runs. So if intervals are all about your top-end speed, tempo is about being able to hold that speed. You're running at what we call a comfortably hard pace, which basically trains your body to get way better at clearing out lactic acid. Ultimately, this is the workout that stops you from hitting the wall and lets you fight off fatigue in those tough final miles. And of course, the cornerstone of it all, the long run. This is all about time on your feet. These slower, longer efforts are what build your massive aerobic engine. They actually increase the number of mitochondria, the little power plants inside your muscle cells. This is what prepares you, both mentally and physically, for the full distance. This is where you build unshakable confidence. You know, just running hard isn't the whole story. Not even close. To handle this kind of intense training, you have to build a body that's incredibly resilient, and you have to recover like a total pro. This section is all about forging your armor and mastering the art of the rebuild. Hey, don't just take my word for it. This is a real-world gem from an advanced runner. Being consistent with strength training isn't just some extra thing you do, it is your #1 defense against getting injured. A stronger body can handle the bigger training load, for sure, but more importantly, it helps you hold on to good, efficient form when you get tired. And hey, if you're looking for an epic goal for your core work, look no further. The Dragon Flag, made famous by the one and only Bruce Lee, is pretty much the peak of core control and stability. It's more than just an exercise, it's a statement. If you can do this, your core is absolutely rock solid.
Now hold on, you don't just jump into a full Dragon Flag on day one. This progression here, this is your path to get there. You can see you start with the tucked version to build that foundational strength. Then you move up to one-legged, then the straddle. You're basically just playing with leverage until your body is strong enough for the full move. It's a perfect journey of progressive strength.
So let's talk about recovery, because this is how you get stronger. The hard work breaks you down. It's the recovery that builds you back up. So your plan has dedicated mobility work. You have to prioritize sleep. I'm talking 7 to 9 hours. It's non-negotiable for cellular repair. Things like ice baths can be a huge help for knocking down inflammation. And that easy Saturday run, that's not junk miles. That's active recovery, flushing out your legs so you're ready for Sunday's big one.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Here's the master plan, starting with weeks 1 through 3. We kick things off in week 1 with a 3K time trial. That's going to help us calibrate all of your training paces. Then you'll notice in week 2, the intensity really ramps up. The intervals get faster, the tempo runs get a bit longer. And then we hit week 3. This is a super strategic rest week. The volume drops way down, and that's absolutely crucial for letting your body adapt and soak up all that hard work before we go again.
And now for the final push, weeks 4 and 5. This is where we sharpen the blade. This is your peak training block. You're hitting your longest tempo run and your longest long run in week 5, pushing your body right to its limit. And then the real magic happens in week 6, the taper. We slash the volume to get rid of all that built-up fatigue. This is where your body actually rebuilds stronger, so you show up to the starting line feeling powerful and ready to absolutely fly.
Look, you can't expect to run a high-performance engine on low-grade fuel. It just doesn't work. Your nutrition is every bit as critical as your training. Getting this part right can honestly be the difference between having a pretty good race and having an unforgettable, personal best kind of day.
Okay, so it's really important to understand the difference between how you eat day to day versus how you eat right before the race. Your daily fuel, that's all about balance. Carbs, protein, healthy fats, giving your body everything it needs to handle the training and recover. But race fuel, that's a specific, targeted strategy to completely max out your energy stores. We call it carb loading.
The key to all this is just having a solid plan. So, 2 or 3 days out, you start shifting your diet so it's really heavy on the carbs. The night before, stick with something you know works for you. High carb, low fat, nothing new. Race morning, an easy-to-digest breakfast a few hours before the gun goes off. But maybe the most critical piece of all, don't forget your fuel during the race. You have to practice with gels on your long runs, so there are absolutely 0 surprises on race day.
So, this is it, the final section. This is the culmination of all that hard work. Remember this, training gets you to the start line fit, but strategy gets you to the finish line fast. Let's talk about how to execute the perfect race.
Your secret weapon for a perfect race day actually starts a full week out. It's the taper. I know, it feels so weird to run less right before a big race, but trust me, this is one of the most important parts of the whole plan. The goal is just to rest, recover, and let your body fully absorb all the fitness you've built. You're not losing fitness here, you're harvesting it.
And that, my friends, brings us to the end of our quest. You have the map, you have the strategy. All those weeks of sweat and dedication and focus are in the bank. The only thing left to do is run the race. So the final question is this. After 6 weeks of forging yourself into a stronger, faster runner, who are you going to be when you cross that finish line?